Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marko and today we are continuing Vinland Saga Season 2 episode number 18. Previous episode was amazing. I'm so glad that they gave Gardar such a nice send-off, man. We know him only for few episodes, but their story was so sad and impactful, man. We knew Arnheid from earlier in the season, of course, and nothing but bad things happened to her, man. It's just so sad. And even when she decided to have Ketil's child and to give that child chance to live on the farm together with Ketil, where the child can have a happy life, man, Gardar shows up in her life again, and of course, she loves her husband, man. And of course, when you see your loved one appear after thinking that you won't see them ever again, just try to put yourself in that position. Of course, you're going to do whatever you can to reunite with your loved ones and to escape the slavery, man. Nobody can take away your freedom like that. And Arnheid decided to spend the last moments with her husband, and she decides not to tell him about their child. She's letting him be hopeful and letting him dream until the very end, and he died as a free man. And it reminds me of the time that Thors bought the slave that died a free man, right? I was really surprised because the production quality of that episode was insane. It's one of the most beautiful episodes, and the way they animated it, we see the sky splitting, the blue colors falling on Gardar as he takes his younger form, right when he was happy and when he was living normal life, but he keeps saying it's cold and he sees himself as a slave. And then later on he sees himself from third person perspective, and he tries to stop himself from going into that battle. He finally understood how Arnheid felt all this time. And it's just so sad that he realized that while dying. It's crazy how we saw those scenes in episode number 1, wondering, what are we seeing here, man? And they connect that to previous episode. It's so good. It's amazing story. And of course, the moment when he finally reaches home and he sees his son, who aged, right? Who should be 6 years old. And being so happy, he hugs his father, man, in afterlife. That was so touching. He says, I'm home. And Arnheid, of course, crying, holding her husband's hand, saying, welcome home, man. As the soldiers, the bodyguards, I guess, approach Arnheid, so I don't really know what is about to happen. I was thinking that she might have realized that she's heading into death as well, and that she came to terms with it and decided to die with her husband. But I'm not quite sure if the soldiers were going to kill her, because after all, she is a valuable slave, right? And plus, she is pregnant as well. So there is that. The fight between Snake and Thorfinn, as I said, one of my favorite fights in the series, and actually Miklagard is the great city, which is Constantinople, right? And it's pretty much confirmed that Snake was the part of Varangian guards, man. How the hell did that happen? I have no clue, man. But if there is one character that I would say is perfect for spin-off series, or at least OVA episodes, man, give us that shit, man. Give us some extra Snake story, bro. I would be so down for that, man. He's such an incredible character, bro. I'm glad that he survived, or at least I hope once Gardar dropped him, we didn't see Snake after that, man. So, but yeah, I assume that he's alive and well. His duel against Thorfinn was perfection. The way they kept praising each other in their thoughts and asking themselves, how is he a slave? Why is he guarding this farm? That was incredible, honestly. Both showcasing their skills Thorfinn being without a weapon, right? He had a much tougher task and he tried his best, but Snake attempted to get to close the gap, right? And to get close to Gardar, which he in the end succeeded. I'm very excited for next episode, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's begin, guys. Alright, everything is ready, let's begin. Here we go. The longships. Oh my god, are we about to see Canute? Yep, there is Wolf. Oh, they're coming, bro. Oh, 2 or 3 days. We still have some time. Freaking Floki. Please. In this battle, just die, you motherfucker. You could easily take over this farm with 50 to 60 men, eh, Thorfinn? Remember Snake's words. Look at him talk. I don't know about Ketil, but his fucking son for sure will. They don't know the truth, yeah. Iron Fist Ketil. And Canute is quite good at reading people himself. I intend to show no mercy if they defy me. Yo, oh my god. Always sitting in the fucking corner, bro. Laughing. Freaking King Swain. Look at his face. Waves are tall and the land we seek is far ahead. I just love this show so much. The first method. Oh, it's them. Yeah, he's in that barrel still. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Surprise. What the fuck? It's like he's playing bowling, man. Oh my god, look at Ketil. Yeah. His world came crashing down completely, man. What a hopeless old man. Jesus, yeah. Imagine that, and they're not used to war at all. Yeah, I don't know about that. Olmar feels like shit still, and I kinda like that. Thorgil is savage to the core, man. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? He's fully aware that he might die, but fuck it, man. Vikings, Valhalla, right? Poor guy still laying down, not moving at all. Oh, wow. And he asks for Arnheid, the only person who can understand him, of course. But we don't know what happened with her. Holy shit. He's like a zombie. That's right, my man Leif is here as well. I have a very bad feeling. Since Canute is coming. Yo. It feels kinda bad for this guy, but Bug-Eye Thorfinn is a really nice guy, man. Oh boy. He's letting everyone know. Oh, Fox. Yeah, it's farm against fucking King's army. Even though we have some beasts on our side. And yeah, we lost 5 of Snake's men. Oh, I was about to ask why are they tied up, but I instantly remembered. It's going to be yet another Yet another shitty situation in the chain of shitty situations for Ketil. It sucks, man. Yep, he tried his best. You even broke your oath. Yeah, but it was for a good reason. Thank you, Thorfinn. I like Snake. Of course. He's how true Vikings should be, man. You're not stupid, man. I wonder if there wasn't a better way. He's wondering if he could have taken a different approach. Yeah, I felt the same. But did we really try something else than violence? Not like it could change something, but yeah, Sverkel even couldn't talk Snake out of it. I want to learn to find that first method, the title of the episode, yeah. To resolve the conflict peaceful way. By simply talking. She's not there. It's his wife. She's a fool, man. Wow, completely ignoring his wife and searching only for Arnheid. Look at her face, man. Oh my god, so she's alive. Man, you can tell that this bitch is fucking jealous, man. Oh my god, yeah, this is like the drip that overflowed the whole glass. And he probably knows who they are immediately. He can't believe what he heard right now. And the worst thing is that she knew that they were not escaping, man. That's the saddest part. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, the one and only person he felt comfortable talking to about anything tried to escape, right, while he was away. But of course, if I was at her place, I would do the same, 100%. He's talking to Snake right now. Damn. I guess it makes sense. Just be patient, Leif. It's gonna happen soon. Yeah, he's a guy you can reason with. Ooh. Right now. Oh, Pater. You're the only one I can turn for help with this matter.
奴隷購入の資金に余裕は終わりですか。はい、まあ多少なるはなんとかなるでしょう。ただ、アルネイズが難しい。
Oh my god, Butter!
と二人、奴隷を身請けしてはいただけませんか。
What a guy Potter is, man. He wants Leif to get Taylor and Arnheid as well, bro. Holy shit, bro. I fucking love Potter. And Leif would do something like that. There she is. Shut the fuck up, man. Oh my god, bro. I fucking hate this. Bro! What is this? Oh my god. What is he carrying? Oh my god. Oh no, man! Oh my god, I never saw Ketil like this. Please. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh my god, dude, why? I can't, bro, I can't. He's a coward, man, true and true. This only confirms it, man. Oh my god, she's in so much pain. Won't allow anyone to take your pride. She's carrying a baby, bro. What the fuck are you doing? He didn't know. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't watch this shit, man. What did she do to deserve this, man? And he's even dumping that right now. Oh no. But where were you to fucking say something to your sons, man? God, stop, please. Bro, please, he's going to kill her. It's oh my god, man. Bro, I've never felt so fucking uncomfortable, and I've watched all sorts of crazy shit in anime, bro. And the guy who lost his 5 men thanks to Arnheid is the one who stops this fucking piece of shit. As if her fucking life wasn't enough, man. Oh my god, that's his way of telling him stop or she will die. Is that really what you want? I don't want to see this guy ever again, man. Is she okay, man? Oh no. It's a bad fucking timing. Is this episode for real? Oh my god, and he's not going to let her go. Oh my god! Poor Arnheid, man.
いいなら動かしたらいかん。
Bro,
許さんぞ。
I can't believe what he did to her. I fucking hate Ketil, man.
やることは山ほどあるんだぜ。あと俺より具足を。おい。
And the piece of shit will now have a courage to fight, right? He's getting his armor and weapons, probably.
たとえそれが王であろうとも。
I want to spit at my screen right now. It's already over. Bro. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I fucking hate Ketil's guts. Yeah. When it comes to storytelling, even like that, man, there is no way to justify what he did, man. I've never felt so disgusted, bro. Let's get some things out of the way. This is Vinland Saga. This is taking place at year 1000 and plus. There were slaves, yeah. But even in that period, it was immoral and it was fucked up to have a slave. We see with Einar and Thorfinn and how they feel and what they're going through. We see with Arnheid and Gardar. So don't you say bullshit that like she should be punished or something like that, man. Ketil is the biggest coward. He was being nice when everything was nice, when he was giving Harald regular offerings from his farm, where he had a bunch of slaves and retainers working on his farm, and once something inconvenient happened and everything goes south, he's showing true colors. The statement that people are showing their true self in the face of danger and despair has never been so much more true than in this situation. I get it, man. I really do. I perfectly understand the development of Ketil's character. As I said, story-wise, this is amazing, but if you raise your hand against women, you're no longer man in my eyes, man. I don't care what anyone says, bro. That was fucked up. She was pregnant. She is pregnant. I don't know, man. She can lose her child like that. She might die as well. Pater said that he doesn't know if she will make it, man. I'm in complete shock. I don't know what to say, bro. Why Arnheid, bro? She's one of the best characters. We saw how fucked up her life was, man. And now this. And also, yeah, we saw a bunch of fucked up shit in Vinland Saga, man. It's not like beating innocent, killing innocent, raping, all that sort of shit was something new to this show, man. But Arnheid, we developed connection with it felt much more personal, and there is something about the whole fucking scene with him appearing with that stick, right? The big fucking fat Ketil and beating pregnant sex slave in a stable, man. There is something so fucking, I don't know how to describe it. In my eyes, that was the worst scene in Vinland Saga to watch, man. Like, my stomach is up here right now, bro. It's so hard to give my thoughts after this episode, man. Hopefully you guys will understand what I'm trying to get at. We got attached to Arnheid. And as I said, the worst thing is that she knew that they were not going to escape. She did it only to give her husband a proper send-off. What the fuck? The worst sin she committed was loving someone, man. What the fucked up world, man. Not a single good thing happened in her life. Just like I'm using Thorfinn's words right now, man. I have no words, bro. And she became also one of the best characters of this season. And when Potter said, please buy Arnheid and Einar as well to Leif, man, I was so happy. But then, let's talk about Ketil a little bit. Let's give that fucker a little bit of attention, man. He started off as a nice guy, man. Like fucking 15 minutes ago, I liked Ketil, bro. It was funny to me, kinda how he was still laying down on the ground. Once he started saying her name, I started having some ideas in my head that he would be upset. I thought I wasn't going into the in direction of this episode, what this episode was. I thought that he was about to harm himself or something like that because he learned about Arnheid's situation. And then I started thinking, oh shit, what if she goes and slaps her or something? Like, I get it. And we saw the flashback, the story that Sverkel told us about the girl, about the love of his life, of Ketil's life. And he needed to let it go because his father didn't want to fight, right? They would all die. They didn't have resources and power to go against that guy, Ebbe, right? And we know that Arnheid was the only person in Ketil's life who understood him and knew about his fake past, that Iron Fist Ketil was a fucking joke. And in a sense, Arnheid, not in a sense, Arnheid really respected Ketil, even though she was his slave. She respected him. She even wanted to give a chance to their child. Like she planned to do that, man. Because of her previous experience with Gardar. She was probably... Now maybe I'm spitting some BS right now, but we know how Gardar left to fight like all the Vikings, like 99.9% of the Vikings would do, right? And she hated that. She hated what happened to her, obviously. And when she saw a man like Ketil, I'm not saying that she loved him. Far from that, man. But she probably had a little bit of respect for Ketil because he's such a different type of man among the Vikings, right? But once you see your loved one show up again, it's only natural that you are going to gravitate toward them. Because why is she forced to stay on this farm? She's a slave. Why should she get punished, man? She's a slave. She got her freedom taken away from her. Yeah, she tried to escape. I would do it as well. Everyone with the normal mindset would try to escape and would think that slavery is a bad thing, man. Arnheid did nothing wrong in my eyes. I don't care for that time period. Even in that time period, we see that people are thinking that slavery is a bad thing. The guy who is shaking in his boots, he is afraid of his own son, Thorgil. When Olmar did that bullshit and killed a man, where was his reaction back then? He got inside that barrel like a fucking pussy he is. Where was that energy back then, man? Why didn't he hit his fist on the table and said something to scold their sons for doing this? He was living in fear of losing his wealth, just like Sverkel said. the more wealth he gains, the more and more he will be afraid not to lose it all. And it was so fucking true. Sverkel is truly nice guy who sees slaves as real people. Yeah, he's older and wiser, but Sverkel is genuinely a nice guy right now. And Ketil, being a nice guy, was maybe true as well, but right now he's nothing more but a piece of shit. We truly see Ketil as a slave owner, treating Arnheid like his possession. This episode got me so heated, man. I'm so fucking... I don't know what do I want to do after this episode, man. I'm going straight to sleep. I don't have motivation for anything, man. I guess the author could be trying to say how even the nicest person can take the immoral pet and do something disgusting, and that every person has a breaking point. And to be honest, Ketil's breaking point was crushed. It was his breaking point reached quite some time ago, so now he's straight up insane. He did a 180. He wants to go in war against Canute right now. He's becoming the Iron Fist Ketil. That was a joke. But what he did to Arnheid, I hope that he dies, man. I really do hope, man. The ideal scenario would be that fucking Ketil and Floki stabbing each other in the fucking throat at the same time. That would be the ideal scenario for the upcoming episodes, man. As I said, we saw a bunch of fucked up shit. We saw what Askela did, of course, and we are fully aware of everything, but when it comes to Arnheid, it's just so sad because we know her whole story and everything. I don't know. It's simply inexcusable. It can't be justified, man. No way in hell. That first hit was so painful as well, but when he used the stick to hit her in the stomach, man, and I guess the sound effects as well and her screams, everything was contributing to the fucking horror scene that we saw, man. Like even Thorfinn and Leif being in the same room, it seems like they're reunited. But of course, that's not important at all at the moment, considering what happened to Arnheid, man. And that is yet another little bit of showcase how good of a story this is, man. Einar seeing Arnheid, man, like that was so painful. The guy who truly loves her, not the guy who thought that she loves him. Ketil created this some sort of weird fantasy because she's a slave, and I don't know if she accepted sexual intercourse with him. My guess would be that she probably did later on because she had no choice, right? Way before Gardar appeared, of course, and she was already planning probably to spend the rest of her life on this fucking farm. I definitely feel her. And the way she talked to Ketil and the way she understood him, he misinterpreted that as her love for him, man. That's not her fault. That's his own fault. You know what time is it when Snake comes to stop Ketil? The guy who lost 5 of his men, who loves his men a lot and respects his men. Snake has a heart. I've been talking about that for quite some time now. And the first time when Gardar even killed a lizard, Snake still didn't want to kill Gardar. Let's not forget about that. But after he killed 5 of his men, that was too much. And now he was stopping Ketil. But yeah, it's not like a complete betrayal or disobeying him, right? He was saying, You want to kill her, right, master? Like he's trying to confirm, while he was actually trying to say, if you keep hitting her, she's going to die. Do you really want that? And then Ketil backs off. But she's still in such a horrible condition. I never want to fucking punch my screen more than this episode, man. I I know it sounds absurd, guys. At the end of the day, we are witnessing fictional story, but it's historically pretty accurate. And I don't know, man. I don't care if I'm watching a movie or anime. Heck, I felt so much more emotions watching anime than I did series and movies. That's for sure. It's such a compelling story, man. That the events that are happening are fucking heavy to watch. And after previous episode, man, I can't believe this shit. I did not even touch upon Thorfinn's word and the first method, him trying to figure out if there was another pet to choose rather than violence, and that not any person should be hurt. And then we see later on Arnheid and what happens to her. And I guess Thorfinn meant like the conversation, talking it out with another person, which is also kind of absurd, right? For that time period to talk things over among the Vikings. Tough luck, man. Like, yeah, Ketil's past, him hearing that King Harald passed away, not having that protection anymore, Olmar fucking things up. King Canute trying to imprison them, Thorgil killing a bunch of Canute's men and starting a war. That already broke Ketil, and this was, I guess, the last straw, but no excuses, man. Simply no excuses. I fucking hate Ketil's guts. I will never see his character same again. It's incredible story. I think that this episode just only somehow managed to elevate Vinland Saga even more. It's one of the best anime that I ever saw, man. But yeah, hitting women. I know that people are talking about equality and all that in today's time and everything, but of course, man, I'm still keeping the same mindset when it comes to those things, man. You never hit a woman. Once you do that, you're no longer a man in my eyes. And anybody weaker, you shouldn't hit anyone, man. Only if you're absolutely forced to defend yourself, of course. And I always remember my teacher's words, man. It was way back in elementary school. He used to say often that phrase. I can't remember the exact phrase, but the stories about how some people were throwing stones at Jesus, right? And Jesus returned the fire by throwing bread instead of stones to them, right? You are going to hit me, I'm going to return you by feeding you, right? Responding with kindness to violence. I know that it sounds absurd, man, but Vinland Saga is that great of a show that it unlocked my memory, man, of my teacher saying those things and saying how if people are brave enough to raise their fist and hit another person, it's like they're bigger than God, right? Because God would never do such a thing, and they allow themselves to get carried away to do something like that. I'm not that religious of a person. I respect the tradition, right, in my country, and I maybe go to church once a year, and I'm not that religious, to be perfectly honest, guys. I have read the Bible when I was a child, and I've always been fascinated by all the different religions, whether that is Islam, of course, Buddhism, and all the other religions. But, and even though there were some bad things, obviously, that happened because of religion, and some good things, I think that fundamentally the teachings that are leading people into doing positive things and not harming anyone can't be bad, man. In my eyes, that's the way I see it. I don't even know where am I going with this. I will just end the video here for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff as always. Check out my Patreon page if you want to see full and early reactions. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya, guys.